this is the most electric feeling I've ever had playing music. Is you can hear the crowd singing every word of a song you wrote over your singer through all that fucking power.
Hello. Welcome to everyone's favorite show. Then this is the show for people who have more interest in time. I got a lot of time, motherfucker, so good luck. All right. Welcome to the latest episode. I got Dustin Green here from American Bombshell. Goat came back.
The goat came back.
The goat came back. So the goat's a mutual connection here, but we met through other connections. But anyways, that's a long story. We got a shot of bourbon. We're all going to take it before we say anything else. Cheers, dudes. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely, man. My pleasure.
All right, we got that out of the way.
Wowie wooey.
That really hit the spot. Okay, so cool.
It hit something.
Yeah, it did. My balls. You can just put it.
I was gonna sip it.
Oh, you can. Oh, well, too bad. We took a shot.
Sip the Hennessy.
Somebody said shot. Yeah, you can pour some Hennessy and sip that.
I took a beer.
Yeah, the beer's right here. I got one for you. We gotta get everybody situated with drinks here real quick. Sorry.
Good to go.
Goat was unprepared. So, anyways.
What's up, brother?
Nah, man, it's good to see you, bro.
You too, man.
It's been a while. Yeah, it has been. We were already catching up a little bit, but so how's everything been?
Good, man. Very, very busy.
Yeah.
You know, getting into a transition of adding a new piece to our musical outfit and writing new music, and then just life. You know, guy got a new lady. Live out in the sticks now.
Yeah.
And it's peaceful and just enjoying myself, man.
Yeah. So you've been working a lot?
All the time.
Yeah. So how often do you guys does the band practice? Does everybody get together?
We rehearse twice a week. We rehearse Monday and Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
And then we're usually playing Friday or Saturday. So
yeah. Yeah, you guys sound like your shit's pretty precise. It's pretty together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Play the same song a couple hundred times.
Yeah, it helps a lot, right?
Yeah, you start not arguing over nuance.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the way you're picking that.
Oh, yeah.
You're not counting your strokes, man. Got to count your strokes.
You got to count the strokes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a swimming coach.
Or something really awkward.
Yeah. Well, you know, we can have a lot of that going on, too. I mean, I don't believe there's been an episode where I haven't brought up cocks. So let's make sure this doesn't become one where it happens. Like, we can't have that going on. I mean, at some point, everybody has. I mean, I'll have some respectable people on here, and I'll probably have to keep the cocks out of it. But whatever. I don't think that's a problem tonight, right?
No, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. So, anyway, so you play the bass in the American Bombshell?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, you guys, how long has American Bombshell been what it is now?
A thing? I couldn't tell you the exact month. It was sometime around 2014, I believe.
Yeah.
I and Andy Nixon, the lead guitar player, were in another pretty successful band here in town called Eyes on Fire. And the wheels just kind of fell off that, and everybody kind of went in different paths and different directions and whatnot. And we were kind of left in limbo, and we were getting bored. And then Jason, our drummer, and Steve, who have been playing in the city for 20 plus years and have been in huge bands here in town, said, we got this little project we were throwing together, and you know, we just want to have fun, man, and just kind of throw stuff against the wall and see if it sticks. So I came over, and Jeff was already there, and this is Jeff's kind of baby. It was his concept from years ago. He's originally from Fort Wayne, and there was an incarnation of this band, American Bombshell, in Fort Wayne.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And he was in it.
And he was his, This is his.
It was his baby.
This is his brainchild. Yeah.
So how long? When was that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Not sure when.
No.
Yeah.
Jeff's a a man of many tales, so he's been around the block a minute, so
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some Hennessy?
I might.
Yeah, that sounds good. I might have some too.
I just need
see
something
what happens.
Need something to sit.
Yeah, we'll get crazy in here. We don't care. Yeah, it's a pretty small room, but we're gonna get into a bigger one later. It'll be
Feels
nice.
good in here.
Yeah, it does.
You know, I've been in that
I need some more stuff on the walls. Dress it up a little bit. There's
need some dressings.
yeah.
Been in a 110-degree paint booth all day.
Yeah. Well,
So
this is okay then.
It feels nice in
So
here.
what were you painting in the paint booth?
Cabinet frames.
Face frames.
Face
and stuff?
frames.
Yeah. So what do you guys? The inside of your boxes, are they just like pre-finished plywood?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the easy way to do it, man. Yeah, and then put a skin on the outside and paint that if you have to.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys stain a bunch of stuff too? Do you do hardwoods?
We have most of our stuff, so pre-cat lacquer. It's like paint.
Yeah, that's 90% of the stuff today.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that real super ultra modern, shiny,
bright white cabinets.
bright white. Or have you done a bunch of the blues and grays? Yet?
We've done one set of a dark gray, and man, they were sweet looking.
Yeah, those do look pretty nice.
It was like almost battleship gray.
Well, that's what I was thinking about doing in here is the gray doors on my existing face frames. Leave them like the real dark stain, and then put the dark gray doors over top of it.
Oh yeah.
But it'll be like full cover, so you'll barely see face frame. But just a little contrast. Whatever.
I have a confession to make. This is the first time I've ever had Hennessy.
You like it? It's pretty decent, right?
It's all right.
My buddy John brought it for me when I met him.
Wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
No, it's nothing. It's fine. It's just like it's whiskey. It's not whiskey, but it's the same potency.
It's cognac.
Yeah, it's cognac. But I mean, it's not like gonna fuck you up or anything. It's not absinthe.
It's not
I may have
slimy.
had that before.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's not blue. You're good. You can laugh out loud, bro. You don't have to hide it.
Yeah, dude. What are you over here?
Yeah, that's funny. But that's good. So you guys have. So you've all been a thing since like 2014.
Yeah, this band has.
Man, that's crazy because I remember. I didn't realize I've known you that long because I remember talking, like listening to your Eyes on Fire stuff with you.
Yeah.
When I met you the first couple of times when you were playing with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's been quite a bit longer than I realized that.
Yeah, man. It's I mean, really, dude. When I sit back and think about it, I've been playing out live for 19 years.
Wow, you're getting old, dude.
Yeah,
It's
a
like,
little bit.
I mean, it sounds like you guys really seem like you have traction there. You're getting a lot of fans and people seem to love you guys. I think you guys are awesome too. Really,
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
We do really well, man. As far as I mean, anything that I've seen or I've been a part of for the last 19 years or whatever, I've been in a fully functioning active band the entire time with a small gap of about 4 months in that entire period. So I've been 100 miles an hour since I was 19 years old.
Yeah, and working jobs.
And
doing
working
everything
jobs
else
and
too,
just trying to
make
fight,
get by.
just carve my path through life and whatever. And and then I've had a lot of opportunities. I've got to play a lot of big shows in every band that I've been in. And this one is a completely different animal.
Yeah.
It's a well-oiled machine from a marketing standpoint, from a branding standpoint, from the way we deliver our shows, the way we interact with every person that spends their hard-earned money to come in and see us play. And that's like, I mean, for us especially, that's something we hold personal, man, especially when we can fill a room and know these people. We come away with some good money sometimes, and
And they're all like you, right?
Yeah,
They got jobs just like you.
And they're all. It's a lot of it. We become friends with all these people, and they're really like a family to us, and that's kind of what our whole fan page and our Bomb Squad stuff is about. And it's humbling to have people come out, spend their hard-earned money on you, and when you get up there every time, it's really motivating to want to leave your ass up there and put on the best show you can for them.
No, man, that's awesome. And I mean, like, it comes through. You guys seem like you have a lot of fun, and you're.
We do have a lot of fun.
And you're all really talented. I mean, the music's precise. It's tight. The riffs are cool as shit. It's.
I fake it really well.
Yeah. You sound good, man.
Yeah.
Really.
Thank you, man.
So, we'll see you Saturday. So it'll be cool. It'll be my first time seeing you guys live.
Yeah.
So.
Saturday's it's a big deal, man.
Yeah.
That's a very big stage. I don't think any of us have been on anything quite that size. So.
Yeah.
I don't know a whole lot of what to expect, and I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna throw Andy under the bus right now. He's tripping, man. Yeah, I've never seen this. This dude is the most cold-blooded person I know when it comes to what he's gonna do performance-wise, and he's having a little anxiety.
Is it the size of the crowd that's going to be there, or is it the venue?
I think for us, it's more of the milestone factor, because we've done the bar run and we've done the medium-sized venue run. Like we can do the Vogues and places like that, man. But when you
play like a stadium type of
when you get in
bigger
like a shed-based venue or like a big blow up in the middle of the field, it's like 6,000 or 7,000 people, man. That's a lot bigger than 1,500, 1,000.
Yeah.
So it's a wild, it's just a wild experience, man. And the only other time we played in front of a 6,000 capacity crowd one time, and that
where was that?
That was in Austin, Texas, at South by Southwest. There's a place down there called Stubbs Barbecue, and they have an amphitheater, and we opened for the Deftones.
Holy shit, the Deftones?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Wait, is this one? Am I reading? Oh, man. See? That's a poorly placed foot. Mm-hmm. I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Just in case for anybody out there listening,
Yeah.
he's showing pictures of poorly placed feet.
Yeah, the foot is right below
That
some
man.
guy's crotch, and it looks like or some chick's crotch. Actually, it's a chick.
Totally looks like a dong.
Yeah, it looks like a big dong. Like she's got fucking swinging a 12-incher, man.
Right.
That's big. Whoever that girl is got a big foot, dude. Shit.
What? We play baseball.
The girl with that foot is definitely a lesbian. That's all I'm saying. Look how big that shit is.
God bless her soul.
Yeah, I mean, I love her, man. I don't care who she
Me
is.
too.
She's cute. They're all cute. They're good for you girls.
Totally.
Yeah, man, totally. I like everybody, whatever. So, no, that's fucking. So you guys played for the Deftones. Did you talk to the guys?
No.
You didn't get to talk to them.
Well, dude, that whole scenario is probably the most wild American Bombshell story there is, like from start to finish.
Can you tell it?
Yeah.
Tell me the story,
Okay.
please.
Well, this
is awesome.
This is well, no, it's that's all encompassing. This is what we're talking about. All right. Yeah. So this is basically
So
how
your bandmates are okay with you telling this story?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is it's pretty,
I mean, this show isn't huge.
It's not gonna be exotically freaky or it's not tabloid worthy information.
Because I'm gonna share this with the Bomb Squad.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So everybody's gonna hear it. Let's hear the story.
So this is basically what happened. So we started the band. Just started hitting shows and stuff and doing what we did for probably a year or so, and we saw this contest pop up that was put on by the Recording Academy, the Grammys, and we're like, fuck it, we'll enter it. Fuck this shit. Well, why not? You know what I mean? And you look at it, and I think there was something like, I could be wrong. I think it was like
3,000,
like 4,600 entries or something like this for this, and it was all like a vote-based system thing online and whatnot. And we slowly started just watching it every day and encouraged people to vote all the time, because you could pretty much vote as many times as you wanted.
Oh, no shit.
So we just had people that were starting to come to shows, and we were doing okay here. We were doing better than average. I mean, we were having good crowds and stuff.
Well, it's hard to really
It's hard to get people to get out of their house, man.
India's music scene is rough, and it's tough. And it always has been. It's been rough.
We do pretty good at it.
That's good.
We do pretty good at it. But we crept into the top 10. And they were like, "Wow, this is real." And then they make this announcement that they're flying the top 10 to Los Angeles for 4 days.
Oh, no shit.
And it was for a business immersion seminar. And we got to meet the guy who found and represents Dave Matthews Band. We met Steven Tyler's entertainment lawyer. And like 12 or so people that in the industry that were huge.
Yeah.
And just spoke to us all day, one day. But they took us out there for 4, and they literally, put us up in really, really, really nice hotel rooms, paid for all of our flights, all our food and drink was free the whole time, and they let us just run around LA really for 4 days. So we got a wild hair up our asses. We're going to try to book a show. And nobody else in the group, the 10 that came with us, booked a show. Yeah. So we wound up.
You booked a show?
Yeah, we wound up through somebody who knew somebody who knew
somebody.
Did you
use somebody else's equipment, or did you bring your shit?
Well, we brought our guitars.
Okay, so you needed somebody else's. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, we got
your guitars at least.
So we got a hold of the chick that runs the Whiskey A Go Go.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So literally we left at like 4 a.m. here. And we played at 1:30 at the Whiskey A Go Go the night we got to LA.
No shit.
So we were up for more than a day.
Yeah.
More than a day.
When you played your show.
And then played a show.
Yeah.
And,
was it awesome or what?
It was fantastic.
Were the fans?
It was on a Tuesday night.
Yeah,
and LA is just, it was a good show. It was great.
That's awesome, man.
It was great, man.
Yeah. Well, it's like I hear about the music and the like comedy scene and everything in LA. They're every night of the week. People are out watching shows, and it's like, fuck yeah, man. That's where you want to be, dude.
The hotel we stayed at was right next door to the store, the comedy store.
God, our fucking...
There on Sunset Strip.
If you're listening and you work as a elected official in Indianapolis, make the city not suck, please. Come on,
you got to fix these
Help
roads,
out,
man.
Dude.
I spent 2 hours trying to
You
drive
do need
here,
to fix the roads. Get that shit over with, first off.
I want to know what brainchild.
Secondly, man,
had a whole team of goons working on that.
Man, I think that red line's an awesome idea.
Dude, maybe it'll work if people use it. Fuck it.
I don't even care about that. I just want to be able to drive on the damn highway.
Oh.
Dude,
let's not even go there.
The highways are fucked.
It is the worst thing in the world.
They're fucking us up.
I despise it with every fiber of my being. But here, we're derailing.
We are derailing.
So,
and then we got road stories coming.
We were still talking about this show.
We played.
Sorry, folks.
We played the whiskey. Played the whiskey.
And who else played that night?
Nobody. It was a bunch of there was like 8 or 9.
This guy is so awesome that he calls 9 bands that were local nobody.
Oh, yeah.
I love him.
Well, okay. See, that sounds okay. Yeah, I love how you dug me out of there and made me look like an egotistical dick. I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna wear that shirt for a minute.
I'm kidding, but that's pretty funny. Come on.
Well, no. Eventually, I'm gonna say something that's gonna make me look way worse than that. So
yeah, I'm sure, and that's fine. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Yeah,
anybody who's listened to this show before knows that I'm a total ass.
All right.
So come on. Whatever
we're
it
in
takes.
good company.
Yeah, we are. I mean, it's a good time.
So
we're all cut from the same cloth in here.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
Yeah, buddy.
Whammy.
I don't know about whammy. That is awesome. So anyway, so you played at the whiskey.
So we played the whiskey.
We're getting to a point of
we go. They fly us. Well, they fly us back, and they pick 3 winners, and each one of them got a video with a Grammy-winning videographer. One of them got a tour, a 4-date little run with a Grammy-winning artist, and the other one got to record a song with a Grammy-winning producer.
Yeah.
So then they take the 3 of us to South by Southwest for the whole week in Austin, Texas.
Nice.
So they fly us out, they fly us down there, and they gave us 2 rooms in the W down there, man. And these are like $400-500 a night rooms. And we had a guy who was in one of the in-between kind of companies that went with us everywhere we went. And literally any bar we went into or whatever we wanted, boom, the black card's there. Everybody have fun, and that's
whatever you want.
And it was
fun.
I mean, like Kill Switch Engage was playing in a garage.
Yes.
The
really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Damn.
The first club.
Kill Switch
Kill
Switch Engage is pretty.
I enjoy that.
I would like to see them live.
Yeah,
I've never seen them live.
They're
I'd love to see
very
them live.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I've listened to
the first club.
very good.
Very
interesting. Jesus.
The first
That gets me hyped. I'm sorry, man. I don't know.
You never know what.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen live with these guys.
No, we got
You're gonna
some.
see some stuff you might not.
Well, luckily they don't have to see it. They just have to hear it.
No,
Yeah.
yes. They will rip your face off.
Don't look at what you're hearing.
Yeah. They will rip your face off. There's a reason they're that big.
Yes.
The first club we went into, the first night we were there, it was Head PE and POD.
Damn.
And like
that's an interesting fucking show.
And like
man.
a little club.
Yeah.
And then there was a band that played in front of them, and they had this like oddly celebrity like lead singer in the band or whatever, guitar player.
Yeah.
And my singer Jeff is a big Elvis mark, man.
Yeah.
So we literally turn and we're looking around and we see this lady standing next to us, and Jason's like tapping me on the shoulder and goes, "That's Priscilla Presley."
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I was like, bullshit, because Priscilla was like 70 years old. And
Yeah.
this chick looked, she was put together.
Like 45,
yeah,
50.
yeah,
Yeah.
She looks like she was
Well,
trying
when
to
you're rich and
find
you
her
can-
a young man.
Adrenochrome does wonders for you, man. You know?
She's probably got some
Is
of
that
that.
inappropriate?
She's probably got some of that space blood.
Should
going
I
through
have
her or
not
whatever.
said that? I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, maybe some.
So we tapped Jeff.
She's got the Anunnakis fucking banging her back door.
So we tapped Jeff because Jeff actually has Elvis tattooed on him. We're like, "Is that Priscilla?" And his jaw went bing, and we were like, "Oh my god." Yeah. And so we got to meet Priscilla Presley. She's a very sweet lady. I think she was a little freaked out about us. She took a record.
Yeah, did she?
Yeah.
What is it? A literal record or what was it?
No, it was a CD.
A CD.
The
Yeah,
album.
well,
Yes.
come on,
We do have records. We have vinyl.
Why didn't you bring me one?
Okay, that's a funny thing.
That's a good question.
I was
right?
at rehearsal last night, and I talked to Jason, and we were going to stack all that stuff and leave. And I had a couple of the adult beverages, and then they started making this bet with me that I couldn't spin my bass like Cinderella.
Did you break your bass?
Nope.
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. They thought I
that's
couldn't
good.
do it, and I said I'm leaving practice 20 minutes early if I do this. And we're sitting outside taking a break, and here comes Andy. Nut up or shut up, boy. And hands me the bass, and it's on Facebook. You can
Did
see
you
it.
Oh
do
yeah,
it first
I didn't. I
take?
missed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Sorry.
First take.
Oh, I did it 3 times in a row.
Really? Is it all on
Three
Facebook?
takes.
Yeah. I'll show
Isn't
you.
it in the bomb squad or what? I didn't see it. Was
Or
it
did you
I'll
do
say-
it 3
I missed
times
it.
in a row?
apparently?
No, I did it. No, I can't spin it like 3. I can't. I'm not hula hooping that much.
No,
Yeah.
like.
But you did it one
single
time, 3
each
times in a
time
row.
and 3
Yeah.
times.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. I got to give him that.
Here you go.
You know, he's got.
There you
All right, let me see. Oh, there we
It's
go.
gonna laugh.
go. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait. Here it comes.
Just here, take it and push play.
Okay.
For the
I fucked that up.
podcasters out there still hanging on.
You didn't even see it?
No, I just saw the. I fucked that up. You got to hit play for me. I can see it from there. There you go. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there you go. That's real nice.
Yeah.
You look slick, dude.
That's some stupid shit. See,
didn't
that's
think
what
I
when I
had
told you earlier.
these
When I told you what? Hang on. When I told you yeah, pump your brakes. When I told you earlier.
Stay lame, bro.
That is. Shut up.
When I
The chops.
when I told you earlier that
I need the chops.
I
Don't
fake
I?
it.
Yeah.
I fake it real well. I had to do shit like that to get attention drawn to myself. I'm just gonna take this $1,000 piece of wood and spin it around my neck like an idiot.
So what kind of bass do you play?
That is a double butt Corvette Warwick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is $1,000 bass.
That one is.
Yeah.
That's the middle of the
Is
road.
that the only one you play?
That is the only one I play now. I just unloaded. I had a Schecter Nicky 6 signature model.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like having a battleship hung around your neck. So
heavy.
I could take. And it was.
So what's this one made out of?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Oh, okay.
I do not. Probably.
Probably some kind of composite, right?
No, it's
Did you say rich mahogany?
No, it's probably mahogany. I would assume it's mahogany.
Hennessy.
But it's got it's got some kind of. What are you doing? What? I didn't even. I missed that. I didn't hear that.
He said, "Did you say rich mahogany?" I said, "No, but you're probably right. It probably is."
And he's drinking Hennessy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ron Burgundy and shit.
Just books.
Yeah. I'm very important.
Right.
Yeah, we already covered that. Of course he's vain. I mean, come on. He's like 9 bands or nobody. Whatever. Losers. No. I'm totally kidding. I'm a dick.
Is that what you're talking about?
I shouldn't have brought that back up. I'm sorry.
You're talking about the head PE story?
Yeah. So wait, we were still. Yeah, we never finished that story.
Yeah, we'll finish
you saw Priscilla Presley.
Okay. In the same club. In the same club. On the other side of the bar was fucking Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad.
No shit. Yeah. What's his real name?
Aaron Paul. Aaron Paul. Yeah.
He's got 2 first names.
He does. He's like a disc jockey.
I'm Craig Scott.
Craig Scott.
Professional disc jockey. Wow. Craig Scott. What the fuck? Somebody shoot me, please. I'm sorry. Jeff, you take over. I can't handle this. Apparently.
All right, well.
Really? You want Jeff to take this over?
No, I'm just kidding. So, anyway, so you...
we went out there. We played...
I will finish this interview.
We played our show, and then we went to we went to this Grammy party at the 5 Seasons where we stuck out like a thumb, and
these rat rods.
Exactly, man. Like when we came in there, like ladies were picking up their purse and like holding them in front of them, and we look like we have felonies, and
I wouldn't even.
I don't have a felony, but anyway,
I do.
Well, anyway,
but I'm not part of a band. I'm just some loser carpenter.
They asked us if you could have if you won any of the prizes, which would you want? And we said we won the tour. And then they asked us if you could record with anybody, who would you want to record with? And all of us right out the gate said Mike Klink, who did all the Guns N' Roses records and stuff like that. Like Appetite is like our gospel. Really,
that's a pretty badass album, man.
So literally, fast forward, we win the contest. And they fly us back to L.A., and we spend 4 days out there. We've actually flew out the day Prince died. And we were debating about using the studio time we won to do a Prince cover. And then we wound up...
You can't do a Prince cover, can you?
I mean, you probably can now.
I think he has an estate. They might have a problem with that.
I mean, he might let you if you pay for it.
Yeah, I don't know how much that would cost though. Shit.
Every cover we've paid for so far has cost $300.
$300.
Really
that's not that bad.
At this
But no, that would be cool though.
So we win, and they fly us to East West Studio where Michael Jackson recorded Thriller. I mean, Slayer's done a record there. Foo Fighters just did their last record there, and we got to record with Mike Klink, the guy who produced Appetite for Destruction. So the one guy who we always wanted to record with happened to be the guy we got to record with. So it was kind of... Now y'all are doing sign language.
No, go ahead. Keep going.
You're confusing me.
No,
he wants me to get 3 beers.
Yes.
I don't need one.
2 beers.
Hey, go.
The producers tell me what to do.
Well, I'm the producer / host, man. I have a lot of shit going on. I can't be the beer runner too.
Hey, you're his young Jamie to his Joe Rogan. So.
No shit. I like to mix it up. I got a lot of interests, so.
Yeah.
So what other interests do you have besides music?
I
And, work. I don't want to talk about work. We're both in the same. We build stuff for people who pay us to do it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Nobody likes shop talk.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah. I mean, we don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about other shit.
I mean, I got a lot of interest, man. I like, I love going to see live music. I like movies.
Thanks, buddy. You're awesome.
I like politics a lot. It's
what do you like about politics? Do you like just seeing people get fired up? That's what I like.
Oh my God.
I like because I don't have a horse in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care at all.
For a long time, I thought that I probably did, but the more and more I realized that I like just one or two things about a specific person, and then they wind up ruining it, everything else.
Yeah, because they say something else.
Really, you're probably a real big piece of shit in life.
Well, that's the whole problem. I'll be honest. I'm gonna come out. Democracy is bullshit. It's stupid. And it'd be okay on a small local level, whatever, where people can actually affect what's on.
You're not suggesting we be communists, are you?
No, I'm suggesting more like individualist, anarchist type of society. Maybe mutualism. I don't know.
Mutualism.
My whole point is that I don't think that you can really, the United States is huge. We're the same size as Europe. Europe has twice as many people as there are in the United States.
Right.
And all those countries have all their own different. Why are we all acting like we can all live by the same set of stupid fucking rules?
Right.
Because the shit that happens over here doesn't happen over there. I just think it needs to eventually break up, but whatever.
Sure.
I don't. But what do you think?
I think our system's just a little wonky, man. I think having two people to pick to run this many people is a archaic and contrived design.
I agree with that 100%. I think it's stupid. I mean, I think
because you're never gonna be 100% happy with one person, and then at the end of the day. Yeah, everybody gets so worked up over everything, and they let it consume their lives. And at the end of the day, if you're just going about your business, how much does that really fuck with you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the guys, when I run into people who I work with, and I work with people from all types of different backgrounds, we just work together. We don't care about all that other shit. Yeah. We don't talk about it. We don't care.
I mean,
we talk about gardening.
I get caught up in weird shit
woodworking
sometimes.
and weird shit like that, but.
Like I heard that Epstein, they found that Epstein dude today. Did you hear about that? That came out today. What they said?
What? I saw that they.
They found him unresponsive on the floor, and now he has multiple fractures of his neck.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I saw that they found that there were bones broken in his neck that typically only break in old people and hanging. It's usually from strangulation.
Well, yeah, I read it was a homicidal fracture. Ew.
Yeah,
that's dark.
Based on the information.
That's
I mean, if that's the case, yeah, of course.
That's some deep state.
But
shit.
I mean, what do you expect? I
mean, he was.
I mean, let's he was
a. I mean,
here's the deal.
Did he not probably get what was coming to him?
No, I mean it was coming to him.
Yeah.
But the point is,
it's probably not for the right reason.
The biggest problem is that the reason he got it is protecting people who should have got it even worse than that.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? They should be fucking filleted open with a goddamn canoe or something.
Yeah, but I think
shove it right up in there. Put a little bit of fucking KY on the end.
No,
ram it right up their ass.
No,
split them wide open.
That dude deserved the hell that he got, man. Because I mean, you can't be serving up children.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Wealthy people. What?
Well, my whole point was you should make it worse than that. You should split them open with a canoe, man. You should tear them apart. Fuck those guys. I don't. Fuck them. I have no value for a wife that would be willing to.
Never trust anybody with a pig farm.
But whatever. What do you think about aliens? Do you think aliens exist?
Party. Want a party.
Aliens might come to a party if it was a good party.
I want a party.
I don't know.
So when you said you got into politics, why? Yeah. What do you mean? Like you just want to pay attention to what kind of what's going on and shit. You don't seem like you seem more like you're just kind of paying attention to it and seeing what kind of
what
everybody's going on.
When I was younger, I used to like get really wrapped up into it, and I used to
Get violent.
it used to make, I wouldn't say
Get violent.
No, not violent.
Were you like you weren't tiki torching and shit?
I would no, absolutely
right?
not. No.
Okay,
I would.
Good. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to have to punch you because I like you.
I guess vocally animated and compassionate. I let it bother me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things I saw, things I thought were bullshit, I let it bother me. Now I just I understand that it is what it is, and I found a new appreciation for it because it's become more entertainment for me than anything else.
Yeah.
Because it's
I agree totally with that. It's fucking hilarious watching everything happen.
There's a gigantic piece of blatant ignorance that exists amongst these people now, and they are supposed to be the elite. And we realize that, man, maybe you guys are a little more fucked up than us normal people
thought you were in the
floating in the ether. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
God,
I mean, I feel like it's funny to watch people just get so wrapped up in this shit, and it's like, talk about we could talk about huff and paint. What flavor of paint's your favorite to huff?
He likes that.
You don't like it? Well, then why'd you bring it up? Dustin, do you like to huff paint?
No, who huffs paint?
I don't know.
Well, Jeff brought it up. I don't know. That's why I was trying to figure out. Okay, Jeff doesn't want us to talk about this shit.
Why do you huff paint?
So why do you like paint?
Do you like
Jeff? We're gonna have an intervention real fast.
Are you a lacquer guy? Are you the Krylon touch?
Yeah.
What are you?
What do you like?
Are you a shaker can guy?
Yeah. Well,
no, he likes that Tester's Models glue.
Now I'm kind of worried about him. I don't know if we can let the show go on without taking this guy to rehab.
To what?
You've been huffing too much paint, man. You need to chill out on that shit. So, okay, we'll move on from all this shit. So, aliens. You didn't answer that question. Do you think there are aliens?
I mean, man, I think it would be naive to believe that we're the only thing floating out there. Have they been here? I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah. That's fucked up. I think it's fun to hear everybody's shit. I like to hear everybody's opinion about it, though. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just like to hear it all. I think it's interesting.
If they were here,
some crazy shit.
Yeah, we all have, right? Who haven't seen crazy shit? What's the craziest thing you've ever seen?
As far as what?
Like it's supernatural or kind of maybe alien, whatever it is. You know, something that's
what freaked you out the most?
Yeah, something that where you were like this.
Yeah. Like,
something where you're like, this has to be me dreaming. I can't be thinking it's actually happening. Whatever it is. I've had some weird shit, but I want to hear yours.
I will tell you off air because it's fucking.
Okay, well, tell me something. The next runner up.
They're kind of crazy, man.
Well, who cares? I don't care. It's kind of crazy. I talk about having sex with transsexuals with my wife in the other room, man. Who cares?
Oh, shit. Let's see.
But I know my wife will never listen to the show, and she just hears muffled sound through the door, so it doesn't matter.
You got the Peanuts feature going on here.
She never heard me actually saying a transsexual, but
wow.
And she'll never listen to the show, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, sorry.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's so real.
I don't know.
Anyways,
what?
We'll talk about that in a minute. We got plenty of time, man. We've only been here for 30 minutes. 40.
Oh, it seems like 5 hours.
Does it?
No.
Oh.
Well, it's because you had too many of them vitamin cookies.
Bullshit.
Pat McAfee be proud.
Anyway, so what's the craziest, the second craziest thing you've ever seen? Allegedly. You can say allegedly in front of it.
Allegedly. Well, I mean, that's how you preface everything that you know is true that you just don't want to admit to.
Right.
Allegedly. No, dude, when I was a kid, man, what? Anyway, my aunt and uncle, the father of my two cousins and mother of my two cousins, had a old farmhouse out in Liston. And literally, I mean, it was one of these old ass farmhouses where you looked to each direction, and you have neighbors there, but you can't see them.
Yeah.
You know, they're out there a little bit. And just there was my aunt who had since passed and was a big influence on my life, and really close to. She lived out there, and she always believed in ghosts and shit like that. And she was convinced her house was haunted because she would see this old farmer-looking guy. Like, she would stand up, be putting groceries around. They had this big full-length mirror in their living room. And she would see him standing in the mirror around, in broad daylight. Like,
That's
full,
creepy,
like,
dude.
right there. And she told me and her son Cody at one time that she went to kind of look at the history of their house, and that house had burnt down and the entire family died, and they basically just rebuilt the house on the same foundation. And
No shit.
yeah. So when I would go out there, it was when you would go to bed, there was a certain room you just never went into.
Yeah.
It was all painted pink. It was fucking weird, man.
That's crazy, dude.
And their house they're just when you were there, you could be dreaming. You don't know. I was a kid then, you know, but you'd hear shit and think you see shit. And I mean, it's just it's super fucking old as it is.
Yeah.
So it creaks and does weird shit, and it could just be, you know, an impressionable young kid thinking they're just getting fucked with, you know, by their mind or maybe something creepy's in the house.
You don't even know, man.
Yeah.
That's what I like about all of it. It's awesome. You don't know what's real. No. You don't know what's not. Fuck it, man.
Another
That's
proper
what kills
influence,
me.
you might be completely convinced you've seen the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life.
So you didn't see it?
And
No.
and then the very next question they ask you is like, "What did you have to drink?
Yeah.
Like, where did you go?
Yeah,
What was you doing earlier?"
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. You don't even know because people take it too seriously, man. Everything, like the whole world, everybody takes it too seriously. We don't know. None of us fucking know. We can all think we know. We don't fucking know nothing. You don't know shit. And the older you get, the more you realize you don't know shit. And that's why when people die and they're old and they're like, you know what, man? It's cool, dude. Because they understand. It doesn't matter. They're like, it's cool, dude. I did what I did, and I'm out of time. Fuck it. Who cares? Because they're old enough to understand it. It doesn't. It don't mean shit. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Fuck. That's great. So, Jeff is disapproving.
Changing gears. All right.
He's like,
Now, what?
He's like, come back to reality. Get back in
Yeah.
this conversation. We need to stop talking about this fucking weird shit. 'Cause
I'm letting you
he's
guys
debating
talk.
whether he wants to be friends with us anymore now.
I think he is.
Whatever.
Look at him. His brow's sweating.
He is.
What brow?
He looks
Wet brow.
nervous.
Wet brow.
That's a good point. He's bald now. His hair all
Dude,
fell
wouldn't
out.
that be awesome? No.
This conversation just blew the hair out of his head.
I'm turning gray as shit, man.
Dudes,
Yeah.
hey man, I gotta.
You guys are not helping
let's-
with that.
Hey, I gotta take a piss break. Can we take a break for a second?
Yeah, let's smoke.
Let's
Let's have a
smoke
cigarette,
and
too.
take-
I do
We're back.
And we're back.
Hey, we were outside bullshitting for a minute, so let's get back to this shit. So, you guys played with the Deftones.
Okay, yeah. Yes, we did.
Let's get back to that. So, what happened with that show?
We were the last Saturday.
And before this, you had met Joan Rivers.
Priscilla Presley.
There you go.
They both had the same amount of plastic surgery.
Some old lady, whatever.
Yeah.
Priscilla Presley, and then
we just kind of hung out and went to shows and stuff all week, drank excessively on someone else's dime, and had a good time. Just enjoyed, like, that is the most, if you're a music fan, that is the most amazing experience you can ever have in your life, is to go down there for that. There's nothing like it in the world.
Yeah.
There's literally, it's a 6x6 city block of 3-story buildings that have bands in every building, and you will go, like, The Cure was playing in, like, a really fucking tiny club. We went to breakfast. Jeff got flipped off by David Beckham and Posh Spice because they were in the same restaurant when we had breakfast one day, and Jeff he was like, holy shit, that's David Beckham, and David saw him and just went like, gave him the fucking bird because he was staring, and he just, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's Dave Beckham.
That's funny. I wouldn't know that guy if I saw him.
You can't be, well, you wouldn't know his wife?
Who's his wife?
Posh Spice? Come on, Spice Girl.
Which one's that?
Is it Posh?
I don't know.
Yes, it's Posh. It was the exotic European dark-haired looking chick.
I don't know. I'd have to
Scandinavian, is that right?
What does that even mean?
My phone's dead. Fuck it, whatever. Anyways, so what about this Deftones show?
So we got to play.
It's like 40 minutes to get to the end of the story.
Yeah. Anyway, no. We were there all week. We were there from Tuesday, and we played on Saturday, and we went home Sunday morning. So we go to the venue. We got it. Look at you guys are faded.
Yeah, that's true. Keep going.
You guys are, yeah.
Don't let that stop you
Anyway,
from finishing your story.
They have a shuttle service come pick us up from the hotel and take us to the venue. And we're driving to the venue, and there's literally a fucking line out all the way down the sidewalk wrapped around hours before we play. And we're like, holy shit. And then we go in there, and we get in, and we got all our stuff kind of set up, and we know where our time slot is because we played with a bunch of other artists that day. But we go back in catering, and literally we slowly watch this entire open, like, I don't even know how you would describe it. But we watched this whole yard basically fill with 6,000 people. And it was literally assholes to elbows. Like, you had to crowd surf to get from one end to the other.
It was just packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
And we sat, and we get up there, and we start rocking the first fucking note, and it is the loudest I've ever been or felt my instrument ever. It literally left from my hands to being below my feet and shaking the earth around me. And it was the most, like, dude, it sucked the wind right out of my chest. I was like, oh, God, if I fuck something up, I'm going to sound really bad, and everybody's going to know it.
Yes. That's awesome.
And at the same time, I was so hyped, and it's better than any drug you can ever do, man.
Yeah.
Well, dude, it's even gotten better because, like, especially since we did a ballad on our new record, and it's called Joyride, and so it's
definitely ballady.
It's well liked by a lot of people, man, and even up at, like, as far as Green Bay and stuff, when we go out and play, you can hear the crowd, and this is the most electric feeling I've ever had playing music. Is you can hear the crowd singing every word of a song you wrote over your singer through all that fucking power that he's being forced through, and that's just, I mean, you literally. It's like going to they call it show. Yeah, they call it looking at your watch, because it's like a thing with musicians. Like, when you know you got something that's right, you got something that's working, your hair instantly stands up on your arms. Yeah. And it's like you've been touched by a ghost or something, and it's fucking awesome.
That's pretty cool, man. I like that.
Dude, it alleviates a lot of pain in life.
Yeah.
It really does, man. You got that release. You're up there with your boys. You know them. You respect them. You love them. They're your family. You trust everything you're going through, you know, and you can always count on them to be in the right spot without even looking at them. And that's just, that's pure universal harmony.
Yeah. Well, that's something that we kind of all chase, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to find it.
Tearing up, man.
It's like
tearing up Thursday.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like, man, it's just
Love
like
it.
it's like being you know, when you're in a perfect relationship with a woman. You know what I mean? When you just everything
I
is,
know about that.
everything is when everything is just
Well, I got stories.
when it's not work and it's like you know, you come home and you talk to them and everything that you were fucking mad about in the whole car ride home is just gone.
Yeah. I got a 6-minute car ride, man. I ain't got much time to get pissed.
I have an hour and
I like it, man.
I'm cussing at myself the whole time because
Shit,
you know,
I just drive home. I'm ready to get here and fucking take my shoes off and take a shit in my own toilet. Bam!
Yes, sir.
Now I'm ready to move on with my night. What's up? Today I stopped and picked up some beer to make sure that my guests had something to drink when they came over.
I appreciate the Torpedo Extra IPA.
Yeah, man. I try to take care of people.
Shout out to Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, I usually
Give
try
him
to
some
buy
money.
local beer.
Give him some money.
Yeah, give him all some money. Shit, you know.
Word.
I like beer. It's good. What's your favorite beer?
Oh shit.
Yeah, hit me with it.
I don't know, man. Like so. Usually,
I don't know.
Usually,
Oh shit.
I had last night. I had a couple of these SKB Sun King IPAs.
Oh yeah.
I really like that. I tell you what, dude. The Fountain Square Brewery. That and Black Circle are some of my two favorite places to go, man.
Yeah.
And Fountain.
They do have good beer.
Fountain Square has this thing called Hop for Teacher.
Yeah.
And that's my shit, man.
Sounds sexy.
Yeah, it's got that.
It's got that. Yeah.
It's got that Van Halen play on words. It's rock and roll, and about 3 of them will
set you right.
Yeah, your face will be dragging on the ground, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You'll be briefcased all night.
That's kind of what I feel now.
Shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I've had to drink at this point. I've lost track. So we all been drinking. Have a good time. So you guys, when was your last show?
Oh, well, there's a funny story. We were supposed to play in Dayton on Saturday.
Yeah.
And me and Ashley got up early because we live in Cloverdale, so that's obviously another hour on top of the drive from Indy to go to Dayton on top of anyone.
Yeah.
So we left.
The audience doesn't know the date.
What?
Well, it's not obvious for everybody. I got listeners in Australia, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So
people in Australia,
so
love you, mate.
So
please keep listening.
Cloverdale's an hour in the opposite direction of Dayton from Indianapolis. That makes sense. So we go into town. We go get lunch. At lunch, we decide, let's have a pitcher of beer. And everybody's getting ready to roll out and go to Dayton. And Andy messages us, and he's having a moment. He's having like shortness of breath and dizzy for 2 days. My lead guitar player.
Okay.
And he was at work, getting ready to leave work to go jump in the car and go to Dayton, and wound up in like an urgent care.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, he was sick. He wasn't good. So by the time he got out, we weren't ever gonna make it to Dayton in time. So we were supposed to play Saturday, but
you didn't play.
No, man. Yeah. We had to look out for our guy, man. He was.
Well, no, that's that's
he wasn't
important.
well.
People understand that. Everybody has a sick day, man. Shit. Sometimes you just can't, and it's not worth. If you got people paying to see you, it's not worth going out there and putting out a bad performance
or having something bad happen to Andy. Have him, fall out on stage and be stuck in a hospital.
You don't want him to be
Dayton, Ohio.
I mean, that's fucked up. Yeah,
it's Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, you don't want that. So I mean, that's understandable. So, what's your favorite venue
that I've ever played?
Yeah, that you ever played.
That's a good question. I do like the Marat.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool place.
I've always liked the Vogue. I like the place we play in Green Bay, Wisconsin a lot.
Oh, yeah. What's that place called?
It's called Fatheads.
Fatheads?
Yeah.
Is it a bar or what?
It's a bar.
Is it like, what's it similar to?
Bentley's?
Yeah.
Is that what it's like?
Where's Bentley's?
It's got a really nice tall stage. It's got we love it because it's clearly got a PA that does not belong in that room. And
it's too loud.
It sounds like an arena in this bar, man. And I part of the reason why I like it so much is it's like our second home.
The people there.
They've been since we've gone up there the first time, and I don't even know how many times we've been there now. But they have murals of all these rock bands painted on their walls. And when we went up there one time, they were like, "Did you see that?" And they painted a mural of us on their wall. Nice. And then they put a shot on their menu.
It's the American Bombshell?
It's a Bombshell shot.
No shit. Yeah. What is it?
I think it's some kind of like tequila espresso thing.
No shit. Yeah. That sounds weird.
It's one of those.
I don't know.
It's one of those. It's like one of those Zambuki drinks. You know what I mean? Like.
You have to be a very select group of people to like this shot.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that way about the band. Yeah. I feel the band's kind of widely accepted by a lot of different people who like a lot of different shit.
Yeah, man.
I'm a metal hip hop fan, and I dig what you guys are doing. Yeah, but I grew up on Guns N' Roses. I love Guns N' Roses, and I like that. And you say what you want about Axl, he was fucked up. But it was always that kind of. There was like serious undertones, but kind of.
I love that man.
Yeah, he didn't really.
He can be a fucking dick. I don't give a shit.
I don't know, man. I like it.
That's part of his aura.
Yeah.
He could just write songs.
He could.
He fucking jams, man.
Yeah. He just writes songs.
He stole old boy from AC/DC's job for like a year and killed it.
Writing songs.
Yeah, but he's a terrible performer, man. Not a terrible performer. He's a good performer, but he's just not cut for the road and shit. I don't know. He's had too many problems with tours, man. He
to me, he just seems like somebody that doesn't like to be told what to do.
Yeah,
and he's
gonna be. So.
Not the boss of me.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Might be fair, but I mean, he had a lot of great guys touring with him when he got the band back together. He had Buckethead, he had Brain from Primus.
Yeah,
and it's like,
I love that dude.
If
That's
you
one
can't
of my
make
favorite drummers, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Brain,
he's awesome, dude.
Jams.
Yeah, man. Him and Herb are both awesome.
Yeah, dude.
But Brain's better, I think personally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he had great musicians with him, and he couldn't pull it together. It's like, come on, man. I don't know. Maybe it is. He doesn't want to be told what to do, but maybe part of it is he's just kind of a douchebag.
Right.
I mean, but he does make great music. He knows how to write songs. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's the same thing with Tom Brady. He's a great quarterback. Fuck him. Though.
Don't even start with me.
I want him to put my nuts in his mouth.
Don't even.
I want him to kind of
I met Tom Brady.
I want him to lick my taint a little bit. And then maybe slip his.
Not shake his hand.
And I shook Tom Brady's hand.
I hope you held your balls firmly in your hand and got a bunch of sweat on them first.
To be honest with you, I did when I met him. I did not expect to even see him where I was at.
Yeah.
And
just like,
when he was there, he was just right there, and I was like, man, I could have. I wanted to. What's his name?
Chocolate pretzel him.
Hit it. Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking about right now. I was thinking about Mallrats.
Yes.
I was thinking about Mallrats. Like, would you like a chocolate covered pretzel? What was his name?
Brody.
It was Brody.
That's my nephew's name.
Brody.
Oh, sorry.
Snoochie Boochies.
Snoochie Boochies, yeah. No shit.
I can't believe we just...
Wouldn't you enjoy one of these chocolate pretzels? They're melty, but damn, are they exquisite.
Yes. I can't believe you're still selling them.
Shit.
He's like, these are great. Let me lick my fingers clean. That's disgusting. It made you all sick when you watched it, but it's hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah, eat my ass, old man. That's the point, right?
Well, don't be a dick.
Yeah. Well, if you don't be a dick, you ain't gonna eat ass unless your old lady wants you to eat ass, and then in that case, you better eat ass because she'll have some other guy eat her ass.
Behind you.
Yeah. I mean, well, you do what your old lady wants you to do, man. That's what I'm saying.
So Tom Brady,
Yeah, Tom Brady. His wife makes probably more money than he does.
Oh
right?
yeah, her total earnings are somewhere around $490 million, and his are like $225.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
There is
What
not
do
a
I
problem.
got?
He has a sugar mama.
No shit. Good for him.
Yeah.
A fucking.
Why do you think they're good every year? He's a great
Yeah.
quarterback, and he's just like, I don't need this money. She got
He doesn't need the money. He just needs to play ball, man.
Right.
That's all he's got to do.
Son of a bitch.
He's great. I love the guy,
Still
but I hate him.
He's
I want
playing
to,
this year.
I want to put my testicles in his
Oh,
mouth.
they're-
And he's like 3 years older than me, and it's like, how are you still playing
Yeah.
at this level?
Out
What
there
the
with your
fuck?
out there with your dad bod,
No shit. Suck my ass.
right?
I hate this guy.
Throwing daggers
Fuck him.
to nobody you've ever
Meanwhile-
heard of in your life.
Meanwhile, Andrew Luck
like
has like a
sticks
high
just
ankle
came
sprain. It's like, okay, great. We're not going to see him for 5 weeks.
I think that is a conspiracy.
What the fuck is up with that, though?
I'm
They've
telling
been
you right
putting
now.
it off.
No,
They've been like, oh, his calf hurts.
I think
Okay,
they're
great.
I think they're fucking with people.
Fucking with who?
I think the rest of the league, fan base. There's a lot of hype around the Indianapolis Colts this year.
Yeah, there is. I've seen a couple
Remember
of.
when you were so defensive?
A couple of-
other injuries ago.
Yeah.
It's like,
Dude, come
Don't
on!
you
Look what he's
say
had to
it.
deal
I'm
with.
like,
He's been
calm
hit.
down. I'm
He's
not
been
Broncos
hit more
fan.
than any quarterback in the
Well,
amount of years
last
he's
year
played.
last year we had one of the best offenses.
Yeah, and he played every game
Yeah,
because he never got hit
yeah,
because he has an offensive line now.
yeah. Well, that's what killed me about it is that when Peyton Manning came in, he had one season with the shitty O-line, and then they gave him
Everything he
the
wanted.
best offensive line you could ask for and no defense. So it's like, okay,
Well, he had to
you
score
need to
100
score
points a game.
35
Yeah,
points
scored
Every
to win a
game.
Yeah.
That was whole.
But
that's
dude,
what-
come on,
yeah.
man. He had
That
he
I
had
think that
Marvin
was
and
the
Reggie.
Yeah.
And he had Dallas Clark, who was Hands McGee.
He was, exactly. He could catch any piece of shit you threw at
What a
him.
weird
It didn't
looking
matter.
tight end.
But he was weird looking. But he got the job done, right?
Who?
Did he, Dallas Clark.
Dally? Oh, of course.
Yeah, he got the job done more than anybody ever has, man. In Indianapolis, anyways. He's the best tight end ever in Indianapolis.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know,
I'm
man.
big.
I mean, there's
I'm big
not-
Jack Doyle fan.
Yeah.
Big Jack Doyle fan. And Ebron.
Yeah, but he's-
Ebron.
Yeah, but I mean,
he was good
I
last
know,
year, man.
Trent.
No, I'm not arguing that fact. I'm just saying Dallas
Dude,
Clark.
what
I
about
think.
Trent Duger?
I think Dallas Clark is the best tight end in Indianapolis.
I met
probably ever.
Dallas Clark at the Home Depot in Zionsville.
How'd that go?
Dude, it's one of the funniest stories ever. All right,
Well,
so at the
let's
time
tell
I
the
was
story.
I was working.
Jesus Christ.
I was
Why are
working
we
at
waiting?
a commercial landscaping company called Brickman. So we were in there all the time, and I had a guy that I work with all the time, and he was one of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever been around in my life. But for the life of me, I cannot remember what his name is. But him and
Probably
I,
best for him.
yeah, I mean, yeah. But him and I are standing in line at Home Depot. We had to pick up something for some bullshit, whatever. And Dallas Clark is standing in front of us, and he leans over to me because he said, "That's Dallas Clark," and I said, "No," because I was shockingly surprised, and just no offense to Dallas Clark, no, he was considerably smaller than me.
He's like 5'8", right?
No,
Or
he's
5'10".
no, he's
He's not that big.
no, he
6 foot, maybe.
he should have been bigger than me,
How tall was he?
and he was not.
Well, what are you, 6'2"?
I'm 6'3".
6'3",
How
okay.
tall
so-
do you think he was?
Ah, man,
Right there, man.
I
Give
don't
us the
know.
down
He
and
had
dirty,
some-
bro.
He had some.
Everybody wants to know now.
He looked like he had some high-rise Red Wings or some shit
shit.
on. I mean,
So what do you think he is,
I-
5'7"?
no, I know.
He
he's
doesn't want to say.
on, dude.
He's,
He's-
like, oh, I don't want
he's
to
a-
call him out.
he's a six. He's got to be 6'1". 6'2". Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was like, God, you were remarkably small. You look like.
Yeah, it's
I felt so bad because he literally looked like a substitute teacher I had when I was in like
substitute
fifth
teacher.
grade, man. Like he was not opposing at all. And the dude next to me, the dude I was with, and that I can't remember his name, and I apologize for it right now, but he has no couth in this world ever. So he has like no filter, and he. This was in the middle of the season, mind you. So there was a game Sunday, and this is like a Tuesday, and he's in fucking Home Depot in Zionsville. Obviously, he lives up there or whatever. And so he was like, Dallas. He turned around. I was like, oh shit, that's really Dallas. And he turns around. He was the nicest. Could not be the most. I mean, kinder to any person ever. I mean, it was great. But he was like, "What was up with that game?" And I don't even remember who they played, but it was dog walking, to say the least. It was a bloodbath.
Yeah.
And they beat up on him pretty bad. And he was like, "What?" He's like, "What? Tell me about that game, Dally." And this is how he's talking to him, and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
How did he respond?
And he goes, "Well, dude, well, thanks for watching, man. I'm glad you're a fan." And he was like, "It was a tough game." And he interrupts him. He goes, "A tough game." He said, "Motherfucker was like kicking a bag full of puppies," and I was like, "Oh my god." He just said this to Dallas Clark, and I'm like, and Dallas lost it, dude. He was bent over, almost in tears, and this dude's got the straightest look on his face the whole time. Like, no, I'm serious. That was ugly. How did you not walk off that field like not even felt like you broke a sweat? Like, I don't know. It was just a cool experience, man.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'd like to have been there for that shit.
Dude, what he said, it was like, dude, it came out of his mouth with the perfect flow and timbre, like he had written it and rehearsed it for a movie.
Yeah.
And just sat there.
Like kicking a bag full of puppies.
I was like, that was so like B-roll Goodfellas. And I'm like,
no shit. B-roll Goodfellas.
Yeah, dude.
Poor Dallas Clark.
Yeah. He ain't poor.
He's great. No shit. If he is, fuck him. That's his fault. He got paid plenty of money. So, anyways. So let's go back. So, let's go back to music. So, what were your? So, did we ever finish the Deftones story?
Yeah.
Or did we?
That was run to completion.
Okay, I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah.
Jeff, was it run to completion?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He doesn't even know where he's at right now.
He is blasted. He's
whatever. You got a ping.
He's more out of it than I am.
I don't have a tour bus.
So anyways,
I don't have a tour bus either.
Yeah.
I have a.
Jesus, I don't even own a laptop.
I have a single cab Dodge. What?
A single cab Dodge. I got a laptop. It's old. It's purple. It's nice. It was free.
It was free.
It was free.
Is it hot?
I got it from my sister.
Oh.
Yeah. It was her old laptop.
I like it.
So I've been doing all this on like an 11-year-old computer. It's amazing. I had it for 4 years and it just sat in the corner and I was like, let's do a podcast. Here we go. Bam. So anyways, so what were your influences? What got you into playing music in the first place?
This is gonna be the lamest story ever.
Yeah.
So I was I was a guitar player before I ever touched bass. I started playing guitar when I was probably 13, 14. I'm 37 now. I had some lessons. Had a great teacher. Did that for a little bit, kind of lost interest. And when I graduated high school, I was like, fuck, what do I want to do now? I was taking some college classes and shit, and I was working. And my cousin, who was a big influence on my life and one of my favorite people ever, was a drummer. And we're like, let's start a band. Let's figure it out. And he always blew me off. He knew I played guitar. Back up a little bit, because I got ahead of the story. Excuse me. It's probably the Hennessy. Anyway,
have some more.
The what?
I heard the very first, the nationwide first album Green Day put out, Dookie. That was the first. That was the first CD.
It was Dookie.
It was. They had like Slappy Hour and something else before that. That was technically their third record, but it was their. Oh, you don't like Green Day?
Man, it's all Dookie to me, man. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I was
like Green Day is all Dookie. Dude.
I was like.
It's like.
I was 13. I was 12, 13 years old.
It's like Nickelback to me, man.
Dude, bro, I'll say this right. I'll say this right now.
I'm sorry.
I'll say this right now. I do not own a single Nickelback record, but I've seen them 4 times in live. They slay.
Really?
They're savage as fuck.
The real question is, when you go to a Nickelback show, when you go home, do you get your dick sucked? Is it like a musical? If you go to a musical,
every time I've been to it, doesn't make it weird that every time I've been to a Nickelback concert, I've been single.
That is kind of weird.
Is that weird?
Like, what kind of
Why
chicks
you
do you think you're going to
looking
pull
at
from
me
a
all
single
the time?
Nickelback
I'm
concert?
telling. See, okay, everybody. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, dude. I promise you $1 million.
No,
You will have a
listeners wanna know
completely
what
different
the fuck you looking
respect
at
for
asking a
Nickelback if you
question
saw them
like
live.
that.
I don't know, man.
Dude, they will be one of the heaviest bands you've ever seen, and
suck.
it will come by proxy.
No
It's
way.
an accident. Yes, what you hear like recorded is not at all how it's presented live.
That's crazy.
It is. Yeah, you will literally find yourself humiliated, impressed, and then a fan within 4 songs.
Really?
Yeah, they are savagely good live. They sound like $1 million, and they are heavier than shit. And it's Nickelback.
I don't know, man.
Telling you. But anyway, I digress. Green Day.
Green Day.
I was 13, 12, 13 years old.
Anyways, that's acceptable at 12 or 13.
I heard Basket Case. I got a guitar, 6 months. I could play the whole record, and I'm like, fuck. This is not appealing enough. So I started spanning out a little bit. I tried to listen to Pearl Jam for a little bit. Didn't really like it. Alice in Chains. Didn't really like it. Korn came along, and totally just, I don't know what it was. It was such a dumpy and heavy and dark and sloppy sound, and raw. And I gravitated towards that. So I kind of went down that path, and then I found Seven Dust. And that is coincidentally us playing with them on Saturday. That was my bucket list band of my life.
Yeah.
They were what really honed me and my musicianship and my compassion to harmony and low tunings and things like that. Just the sonic value of that band is incredible.
Yeah.
And they've done it pretty much on their own the entire time, and they not a single person I've ever met that has seen them live has a bad thing to say about them.
Yeah. No, they're pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Their live shows are great.
They're the most emotional invoking bands I've ever seen, and the first time I saw them was in 1996.
Yeah, they've been playing forever.
Yeah, so I've been seeing them that long, and man, it's they're my bucket list band, and now I'm getting my second show with them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So, what other big bands you guys played with?
I have we played with Junkyard. We played with I played with John 5. We played with John 5, who's Rob Zombie's guitar player.
Yeah.
Shit. Smile, your Puddle of Mud, Saliva, Smile Empty Soul, Theory of a Dead Man. Fuck, who else have we played with? I don't know. I could tell you more of like who I've played with.
Okay.
I
So, who is the coolest band you've ever played with?
like to meet.
Yeah, the coolest people you've hung out with. Whatever.
The Bullet Boy guys were cool.
Yeah.
Seven Dust was very good, very cool. They're beautiful people. Shit. The Cats and Saliva, their drummer's actually from Indianapolis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
They were pretty cool. The guys in Puddle of Mud were pretty cool.
Yeah. A lot of noise in here.
I played with a lot of assholes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's not talk about that.
No, we can talk about that. I'll tell you the asshole bands I've played with.
No, let's not.
No?
Let's not. I don't know. Let's not smear anybody.
Let's get this.
Yeah, let's not. So,
It's not my style.
All right, let's go back to this.
Tracks. That was a joke.
Love 'em.
which show?
Seven Dust coming up.
Man.
2
Yeah.
days.
So yeah, you guys are getting ready to play again with Seven Dust and Skillet, right?
And Pop Evil.
Pop Evil. Mm-hmm. Who's Pop Evil?
Man, I could not tell you the name. They've got like 4 or 5 songs that everybody has heard, and this is the second or third time I played with Poppy.
Really?
Different bands.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you what the name. I feel bad because I don't listen to them on the regular. Stuff I listen to is not the stuff I play.
So are they playing after you guys?
No,
Before you guys?
We're no, yeah, they're after us. We're first out the gate.
Okay. Well, I'll see him then Saturday.
Yeah.
So. Cool.
Skillet's the headliner. Seven
Really?
Dust is playing next to last. Yeah.
Skillet's a headliner?
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So, who's your favorite band?
My favorite band of all time?
Yeah.
I would say because of what I wanted to sound like sonically, it'd be Seven Dust. But if I have to be 100% honest with you, I think Pantera is my favorite band of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Why is that?
It is I got to catch them for a bunch of shows right at the end, right before their demise.
Yeah.
And it was the first band that I went and saw that I literally bought the next 5 shows tickets to, and I figured out a way to get to that city. And
No
go.
shit.
Like
That's pretty cool. Dude.
It was the year it was 2000 when they put Reinventing the Steel out, and it was them and Soulfly and Morbid Angel.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I saw him on that tour twice.
What was the other band? The album was called Skulls or something.
Was it Nonpoint?
No, it wasn't Nonpoint. It was what the fuck were they called? Their singer passed away.
Oh,
Johnny Pool.
Yeah.
No. Oh my god. I hate the fact that it's escaping me right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I what? Who?
Anywho.
Anyway, I wound up going to that show many times, and then I have a buddy. I went to work with the guy I work for now, Shane, for another guy in Ohio, and his name's Jason Vibrook, and he's the bass player for Exhorder, and he was the bass player for Grip Inc. So Dave Lombardo from Slayer was his drummer on his first cut. I mean, he goes to Europe and plays those Hellfests and all that shit for
cool.
like 80,000 people. Yeah. And he has when he comes home, he has a regular gig. So the Steve Tucker, the singer for Morbid Angel, I worked with for 2 summers. So a lot of those guys that are in those like big death metal bands and shit like that, I worked with, and like hung drywall and spread drywall mud and shit. Like that's what I mean work with.
That's pretty cool.
So it just. And seeing Pantera and hearing how I went and so I saw the first time I saw them was Ozfest 2000, and it was with Ozzy, might have been Black Sabbath, I don't know, but they co-headlined. My cousin gave me his front row tickets.
Oh yeah.
And I went and it was the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was never so moved by a band that I seen live when I saw Pantera.
That's pretty cool.
Caught a drum head that Vinnie Paul threw out and autographed, and is hanging in my cousin Gabe's basement right now. Pretty badass, man. And I mean, from then on, dude, it's just you kind of evolve with the times.
Yeah.
I was in the new metal band with the chick singer when Evanescence was around. I was doing that kind of thing. Yeah. I had like a Seven Dusty kind of band with like a funk bass player under it for a long time, and then I did Eyes on Fire.
So how long have you been playing the bass exclusively?
7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started playing bass when I was 30.
So you were playing the guitar up till then?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool.
I have no guitar shit anymore. I'm exclusively bass.
Oh, that's cool.
It's the best instrument in the world.
So what's your favorite song to play live?
Shit.
Yeah.
Tattoos and Booze.
Tattoos and Booze. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why's that?
It's just, it's not because it's easy, because it's very easy to play on bass, but sonically, the dynamics of the song just make me feel alive when I'm playing it. It gets me hyped up. I can interact with the crowd really well while I'm playing it, and it's muscle memory for me, so I can literally play it without even looking at it, and just feed off the crowd.
Yeah.
Pick somebody out in the crowd. You find somebody, because you'll see, even at the level we're at, you'll find somebody that's close enough to the stage that knows the words of the song, and you'll find them, and you can see them speaking the lyrics to you, and it's just so fucking cool when you lock eyes with one of your boys or a regular fan that comes to all our shows. And it's just a special moment you have with that person, man. Yeah. And when you're locked in and you're jamming on your tune.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Dude, and they're singing their shit back to you, man. It's just...
That's awesome.
It's an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. All right, we're back. Fucking shit. Man, I can't operate this equipment. We're all drunk. This will have to be a 2-part series, for sure. We'll come back multiple times. We can do this shit. So, anyways, we were, I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There
you go.
I'm good. I still have non-regional diction.
He's back. Yeah, Jeff was fucking with
Jeff
turned the mic off because he was trying to
He's
play
trying to take a picture like a sister.
Damage control. He's like, I don't want anybody to hear anything that's incriminating towards Dustin. Let me tell you something. I witnessed Dustin fucking a raccoon out back.
That's horrible.
And that was not tame.
Not only at all. Allegedly.
Fuck the raccoon. So, anyways, I don't even know what we were talking about.
Doesn't matter. Let's talk about
something. We took an unannounced break.
I got about 20 minutes. All right. Let's start cramming. Rapid fire.
So here we go, cramming. So what's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh.
Pacers. Basketball forever.
Probably Kennedy.
Yeah.
Because it's scary. It's haunting.
Yeah, it is. Who knows what the fuck happened there? We're not going to take the full 20 minutes anyways.
Yeah.
We're going to do this real fast. I'm going to break it down. We're going to seriously do this. What is your favorite sandwich?
Okay, so that's a very good question right now because now I'm on limbo. So you're a sandwich shop kind of guy, right? I like.
Could be.
Where do you go? I mean, where do you go? I can find something at almost all of them that I like, but there are ones that I would, if I could go to one or this one, I would go to this one.
Okay.
So, what's your go-to?
My go-to sandwich would be a rye with some pastrami and a little bit of roast beef and some salami.
Yeah. Okay.
With some sharp cheddar cheese. And a little bit of mayo and some spicy mustard.
Spicy mustard.
Maybe some lettuce.
So let's talk chain sandwich shop.
Okay, we can do that.
Fucking hat, goddamn. What's your go-to?
Watch your hat. I don't know, man. I don't have one of those.
What?
I don't.
You don't like Firehouse?
I don't buy food.
You don't do the Jimmy John's. You don't go to the Subway.
Occasionally, if I go to Jimmy John's,
what do you get?
It's the Hunter's Club.
All
roast beef, and Swiss cheese.
Okay, so I was usually the Italian.
Tomatoes, lettuce, mayonnaise.
I was the Italian guy there forever. So I like Firehouse a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because I like hot shit, and I like Jimmy John's. I will occasionally fuck with Jersey Mike's. Subway can kiss my ass.
Yeah, Subway sucks.
Yeah.
It's like Chinese food. You eat it and 10 minutes later you're like, I thought I just ate.
But dude, they have this thing. The Italian would always be my number one go-to. But this fucking Frenchie thing they have at Jimmy John's.
Jersey Mike's.
No, Jimmy John's. It's a really narrow and dude, it looks like a gigantic dick in a fucking plastic bag. I'm sorry. It's very phallic and all.
One of those.
But it's like this big when you get it, and it's a bunch
He's
of.
holding his hands out. It looks like about 18 inches.
It's just a bunch of meat
for people because we're not on video. So
it's just a bunch of meat and cheese with like some kind of like zested salted butter, and then it's like baked for a second.
It sounds like
this motherfucker
meat and jizz.
You can take it however you want, but what I'm telling you is this thing is exquisite.
I mean, I'm telling you that I'm taking that with some lube. That looks pretty big.
You should probably delete this part of the conversation. We'll save that for the fucking extras. We got to sell that when you have premium content.
That'll cost you
$9.95. $9.95 a month.
$9.95.
Yeah. You get the T-shirt.
No, that's good stuff right there. That's what'll lure them in for the explicit content.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you for
it
marketing.
Comes later. Yeah, I need some of that.
I'm gonna make an empire.
So we're gonna wrap this up though.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your favorite thing right now?
My favorite thing right now?
Yeah.
Letterkenny Problems.
Yeah.
You ever watch that show?
No.
I can't stop, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you watching it?
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Jonesy. I fucked your mom last night in the waterbed.
Shit.
Shut up, Jonesy.
I don't even know what's going on
Fuck
right
you.
now. But hey, man.
Coach is the shit.
Thanks for coming on the
Dude,
show.
this is my pleasure, man.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again.
Yeah, we have to finish this because everybody got derailed.
We can finish this. We can do some other
Marcus
shit. Whatever.
You're leaning like a 9:30. Goat has Tourette's over here.
He's just Hulu.
I mean,
and then we will.
I'll be honest though. I started drinking when I thought you were supposed to be here, and then you showed up a little later.
Well, don't blame it on his schedule.
I'm not blaming it on him. I'm just saying I'm trashed. So,
dude, I'm late for everything I do, man. That's my
fine.
boss. He's mad at me every day. I'm late to work.
I wish I could be late to work. Shit.
I shouldn't be, but he wants to fucking punch me in the face for it. I don't blame him.
Maybe he should kiss you on the penis for it.
No, that beard's
I'm just thinking, maybe.
That's
Anyways, hey, thanks for being here, Dustin. Goat. Dustin, what's your you guys' websites and shit?
Plug
everything.
American, just Google shit. I mean, everything's AmericanBombshell.net, I believe. We're Bomb Squad something on Instagram. I don't understand Instagram, so I don't know how that. I mean, I'm an old ass man, dude. So Facebook is about as far as I get. Twitter's a complete anomaly.
Oh man, I've been on Twitter for years. You're missing out, bro.
I just don't
Yeah.
know. When I'm reading Twitter, I don't know how to follow. So this person says at this person, that means they're talking to that person, right? But you only get 140 characters. But I see some people.
Well, now they get 280.
It's 280.
Yeah, and then they can link tweets together, so it's like a
They
big
can chain
string of fucking vomit. It's like Facebook, only for people with Tourette's.
Dude, I gotta be honest with you. I can barely shut my cell phone alarm off to get up to go to work in the morning.
Yeah,
so
fuck that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Thanks,
check
man.
out American Bombshell. This will come out Sunday. They will have already played. I hope you saw it. These guys are awesome. Dustin's cool as shit. Goat, suck my ass.
Wow.
Until next time, everybody be fucking cool. We'll see ya.
I feel like Ricky Rackman.
Yeah, that
Ricky
too.
Rackman.
Ricky Rackman, he is cool as fuck.
No, when he's on the down syndrome.
Yeah.
You mean after he cut his hair?
Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.